The British group Portishead, formed in 1991, popularized the trip-hop genre in North America by blending dance music decorum like drum loops and samples with smoky atmospheric nightclub vocals. Portishead are named after Portishead, Somerset, 8 miles west of Bristol, along the coast. Portishead may not have invented trip-hop, but they were among the first to popularize it, particularly in America. The members of the band included its lead singer Beth Gibbons, born January 4, 1965, in Keynsham, Bath and northeast Somerset, England. The band's producer Geoff Barrow, born December 9, 1971, in Walton and Gordano, North Somerset, England. The guitarist and keyboardist Adrian Utley, born April 27, 1957, in Northampton, Northamptonshire, England. And Dave MacDonald, an engineer who worked on their first records, is sometimes cited as the fourth member. Geoff Barrow, the producer, was named after a West Coast shipping town where he was raised. Prior to Barrow joining the group, he was active in the Bristol music scene in the early 1990s. He worked as a tape operator at the Coach House studio. Here is where he got his head start in the recording industry by writing songs for Nay Na Cherries, Homebrew, collaborating with Tricky, and doing production work for trip-hop pioneers Massive Attack. Around the time of Portishead's formation, he had begun to earn a reputation as a remix producer and continued working with a diverse collection of bands like Primal Scream, Ride, and Depeche Mode. The lead vocalist Beth Gibbons earned a living singing in pubs when she met Barrow in 1991. Over the next few years, the pair collaborated by writing music and working on a number of songs. They eventually dubbed themselves Portishead, after the town where Barrow grew up. During that time, the group's core members was completed with the addition of Utley, a veteran jazz guitarist, who had previously recorded with guitar genius Jeff Beck and Big John Patton and the Jazz Messengers. As a homage to 60s spy movies, Portishead completed a short film called To Kill a Dead Man before releasing any recordings. Barrow and Gibbons appeared in the film noir and supplied the soundtrack. This short film earned the attention of Go Records, and by the fall, Portishead signed with the label and dropped their debut album in 1994. The album, Dummy, was a widely acclaimed dark masterpiece, and the record became an unexpected success in Britain. Gibbons' vocals evoked Judy Collins' sorrowful soprano and Billie Holiday's growl. Dummy was recorded with engineer Dave MacDonald, who played drums and drum machines. The album's instrumental was an experimentation of Barrow's and Utley. They used the inspiration of 1960 film soundtracks and produced a sonic concoction that achieved massive crossover success. The antiquated sound and melancholy lyrics appealed to the people who enjoy the alternative rock market. Both Barrow and Gibbons were media shy, especially Gibbons, who refused to participate in any interviews. This meant that the album received little attention outside of the United Kingdom. By 1995, Glory Box debuted at number 13 without any radio play. Sour Times entered a regular rotation on MTV, and within a few weeks, Dummy and Sour Times were alternative rock hits in the US and generated additional sales of the record. In the UK, the album crossed over into the mainstream, becoming a fixture in the British Top 40. At the year end, the album topped the critics' polls, earning the group the prestigious Mercury Music Prize in America. Dummy became an underground hit, selling over 150,000 copies, before the group toured the United States. Following the success of the album, masses of copycats appeared over the next 2 years, but Portishead remained quiet as they worked on their second album. 2 years later, in 1997, Portishead released its second self-titled album, Portishead. It was a solid album with a haunting video for the single Only You. This song became a staple on MTV. In 1998, after the release of the live album PNYC, the band went on an extended hiatus, with Barrow, Utley, and Gibbons pursuing solo projects. Geoff Barrow moved to Australia and became uninterested in music, and his efforts to develop new material with Adrian Utley failed when he joined him. While down under, Barrow wrote a song, Magic Doors, but they were both not satisfied with the results. Barrow and Utley took a pause and began co-producing the 2005 choral album, The Invisible Invasion. This process proved inspiring, and they were motivated to create music again. They both resumed production with singer Beth Gibbons in Bristol, England. In 2005, Portishead united, playing a handful of live dates and collecting material for a new album. They made appearances at the Tsunami benefit concert in Bristol. In 2006, they performed at Serge Gainsbourg tribute. In 2007, the band curated the Nightmare Before Christmas, the All Tomorrow's Parties festival. On January 21st, a decade after their last album, Portishead returned with the third album, the band's most ambitious and unpredictable album yet. A European tour supported the album, and together Portishead had a headline spot at the Coachella Valley Music and Arts Festival on April 26, 2008, the band's only U.S. date on the tour. On April 28, 2008, the third studio album named Third was released in the UK by Island Records and by Mercury Records in the US. This was Portishead's first time back in the studio after 11 years. The third album moved away from the trip-hop style back in the 90s to new influences like krautrock, surf rock, and doo-wop. In the summer of 2014, they played several concerts around Europe. The band continues to headline music festivals such as FIB in Benicàssim, Spain, Latitude in Southwold, Suffolk, UK, and the Montreux Jazz Festival in Montreux, Switzerland. Portishead's music has been used in television and films like 1995 Assassins, Sour Times, 1996 Stealing Beauty, Glory Box, 1998 Bee Monkey, Glory Box, 2000 The Watcher, Rhodes, The L Word, Rhodes episode Limb from Limb, Gotham Rhodes episode Selena Kyle, and American Horror Story Apocalypse, Glory Box episode Could It Be Satan? On May 2, 2022, Portishead performed for the first time in 7 years at O2 Academy, Bristol, organised by War Child UK. The concert benefited refugees and children affected by the Ukraine war. If you've enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button for more videos. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay sweet, and keep the peace.